The sun rises on a quiet suburban street. It is a Friday in May. The light is soft and yellow. It touches the windows of 5 different houses. House 1, House 2, House 3, House 4, House 5. These houses look mostly the same from the outside. They have neat lawns, parked cars. But inside each house, a different world is waking up. A different battle is beginning. In one room, an alarm clock blares. It is a harsh, repetitive sound. In another, a phone vibrates silently on a nightstand. A third room is already bright, the curtains pulled back to welcome the day. Each morning starts with a choice. A choice to get up. A choice to face what comes next. And for 5 teenage girls, that choice is never simple. First, there is Ava's room. It is minimalist and perfectly tidy. Her alarm goes off at exactly 6 o'clock in the morning. She doesn't hit snooze. She gets up immediately. The first thing she does is step onto a small digital scale tucked under her bed. The numbers glow in the dim light. They dictate her mood for the entire day. A small shift, a fraction of a pound, can feel like a monumental failure or a hard-won victory. She then moves to her closet, where her clothes are organized by color. She picks out an outfit that is stylish but loose, something to hide the body she is constantly trying to shrink. Her routine is a ritual of control. It is precise. It is unforgiving. In another house, Maya's room is dark. Heavy blackout curtains block the morning sun. Her phone has been buzzing for 10 minutes, but she hasn't moved. The screen shows a dozen notifications from friends. You up? See you at school. Each message feels like a demand. It feels like an expectation she cannot meet. She finally rolls over, the weight of the day pressing down on her before it has even begun. Getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain. The effort is immense. She stares at the ceiling, wondering how everyone else just does it. How they just get up and live. Meanwhile, Lola is already wide awake. She has been for an hour. She didn't need an alarm. Her thoughts were her alarm. A relentless loop of worries kept her from deep sleep. Did she finish her history reading? What if there's a pop quiz? What will she say to her friends at lunch? She checks her phone, rereading an email from her teacher for the 5th time, searching for a hidden meaning that isn't there. Her heart is already pounding. It's a familiar rhythm, the beat of anxiety that follows her everywhere. She meticulously lays out her clothes, her books, her pens. Everything must be in order. It is her only defense against the chaos she feels inside. Across town, Noah's room is a storm of creative chaos. Clothes piled on a chair, half-finished drawings on a desk, guitar leaning with a broken string, alarm going off intermittently, 30 minutes of different jarring songs. She jumps out of bed remembering a big math test, searching for her textbook under laundry, distracted by a comic book, remembers backpack in the kitchen. Her mind is a pinball machine, thoughts bouncing from idea to idea, restless. She feels a constant hum of restlessness. Then there is Eve. Her room a collage of personalities, poster of a singer, poster of an actor, poster of an influencer, phone already in her hand, not checking messages, studying, scrolling the most popular girl's feed, watches a video, mimics the head tilt when she laughs, observes the brand of the jacket, observes the style of her eyeliner, practices a new slang word in the mirror, closet full of borrowed identities, chooses an outfit that matches something she saw online. These 5 girls do not know each other's mornings. They don't see the scale. They don't see the darkness. They don't see the racing heart. They don't see the scattered thoughts. They don't see the desperate imitation. They only see what's presented to the world. They will all walk the same school hallways. They will sit in the same classrooms. They might pass each other with a quick, casual hello. Their lives are separate threads with knots and tangles. They feel isolated, convinced they're the only ones fighting these silent battles. They believe they're completely and utterly alone. But the threads are starting to move closer. They are about to intersect in ways none can predict. At school, these 5 private worlds will collide. The carefully constructed walls they build each morning will be tested. Their struggles aren't happening in a vacuum. They are part of a larger, unseen tapestry. A story is about to unfold. It starts today. It starts now as they prepare to leave their rooms and step into the light. The school bell rings, a loud, demanding clang echoing through the hallways of Northwood High. The sound signals the start of another day, another performance for everyone inside. Students spill from classrooms, a river of backpacks and chatter. For our 5 girls, the bell is a starting gun, a race they feel they're already losing. They merge into the flow of bodies, carrying the weight of their morning into the bright, impersonal school. They are faces in the crowd, private struggles hidden by practiced expressions. The real test of the day has begun, fitting in, appearing normal, just getting through. In first period English, Maya sits near the back. She hopes to be invisible. The teacher reads a poem, voice full of passion. Maya tries to focus, but the words blur together, meaningless shapes dancing before her eyes. The teacher's voice fades into a low, monotonous drone. A heavy fog has settled over Maya's mind, making it impossible to grab onto a single thought. She doodles aimlessly in her notebook, drawing dark, looping spirals that go nowhere. She feels disconnected, watching her own life through a thick pane of glass. Lola sits at the front, posture rigid, back perfectly straight. She hangs on every word, her pen scratching furiously across her paper. She is transcribing the lecture, terrified she will miss something vital. Her leg bounces uncontrollably under the desk. Every time the teacher pauses, Lola's heart leaps. Please don't call on me, she thinks, knuckles white as she grips her pen. The fear of saying the wrong thing is paralyzing.
Meanwhile, Noah is late. She bursts through the classroom door 10 minutes after the bell, cheeks flushed and hair a mess. Sorry, she says, her voice a little too loud. My locker was stuck.
She offers a charming, apologetic smile that the teacher has seen many times before. She slides into her seat, dropping her bag with a loud thud. Several students jump. She immediately starts rummaging through it. Her attention is caught by a bird outside the window, and for a full minute, she just watches it, completely lost in a world of her own making. The bell rings again, releasing the students into the chaos of the hallway. It's a 5-minute scramble to get to the next class. This is the time for quick social interactions. It is a stage where social status is performed and judged in fleeting glances. Eve navigates this space with the precision of a trained operative. She spots a group of popular girls leaning against the lockers. She has been studying their leader, a girl named Chloe, for weeks. Eve adjusts the strap of her own backpack. Chloe's bag hangs off one shoulder, casual. She times her walk to overhear them.
It was so basic.
She offers a small, practiced smile. She copied that smile from an influencer's tutorial last night. The girl smiles back, a brief, dismissive acknowledgement. For Eve, this is a victory. It's a sign that her camouflage is working. As Eve moves on, she nearly collides with Noah, who is rushing in the opposite direction. Noah is trying to read a textbook while speedwalking. Papers flutter from an open folder in her arms.
Whoa, watch it, Noah. Oh, sorry, my bad.
She bends down to gather her scattered papers, her mind already jumping to the next thing. The brief, awkward interaction with Eve is already forgotten, lost in the whirlwind of her thoughts. Ava, meanwhile, moves through the hallway like a ghost. She walks close to the wall, her eyes fixed on the floor in front of her. She makes herself as small as possible. She feels their eyes on her, even when no one is looking. She imagines their judgment, their whispers about her body. Her goal is simple: get from point A to point B without being noticed. It is a strategy of invisibility. Narrator, VO. The third period is chemistry, a class shared by Ava and Eve. They are lab partners today, a pairing decided by the seating chart, not by choice. The air between them is thick with a quiet, simmering tension. Narrator, VO. They work in near silence. Eve keeps glancing at Ava. She notices the way Ava's sweater hangs off her thin frame. She observes the sharp angle of her jaw. Narrator, VO. Eve sees Ava's body as a form of perfection, a testament to a kind of discipline she herself does not possess. She is envious. She is fascinated. Narrator, VO. Ava is acutely aware of Eve's stares. She feels them like physical touches, each glance a judgment on her body. She pulls the sleeves of her sweater down over her hands. Narrator, VO. She focuses intently on the experiment, on the precise measurements required. Control. It is all about control. She measures a white powder onto a digital scale. She watches the numbers climb, her breath held tight in her chest, just as she did with a different scale this morning.
Eve, you're so lucky. Narrator, VO. Finally, Eve breaks the silence. You're so lucky, she says, her voice casual, almost a whisper. The comment hangs in the air between them.
Narrator, VO. Eve means it as a compliment. She thinks this is what friends say to each other. She is trying to connect. Narrator, VO. For Ava, the words are not a compliment. They are an accusation. They are confirmation of her deepest fear, that people are noticing. The comment feels like a spotlight.
But I'm not lucky. Narrator, VO. I'm not lucky, she replies, her voice flat and cold. She doesn't look at Eve. She just stares down at the beaker in her hands.
Narrator, VO. The casual remark has pierced her armor. It ignites a slow burn of anger and panic inside her. The experiment is forgotten. The only reaction she is aware of now is the one happening inside herself. A volatile mix of shame and defiance. The lunch bell rings, and the school empties into the largest, loudest room of all, the cafeteria. The noise is a physical force. For Lola, stepping into the cafeteria is like stepping into an arena. Every table is a potential minefield of social anxiety. Her heart pounds in her chest as she scans the sea of faces. She finally spots her friends, including Maya, at a table near the corner. A wave of relief washes over her, almost making her dizzy. As she gets closer, she starts running through a mental script of conversation starters. She needs a plan. She cannot just sit and be silent. Silence is dangerous. Noah, on the other hand, seems to thrive in the chaos. She doesn't have a regular table. She floats. She never sits down for more than a few minutes at a time. Her lunch period is a series of impulsive, high-energy interactions. She is a social butterfly, but she never stays on one flower for long enough to truly land. Ava bypasses the food line entirely. She tells herself she isn't hungry. She walks to the library instead. The quiet of the library is a sanctuary. She settles at a carrel in the back, opens a textbook, and stares at the pages without reading a single word. The hunger in her stomach is a dull, familiar ache. She welcomes it. It is proof that she is still in control.
Lola. Hey! Narrator, VO. Back at the cafeteria table, Lola sits down with a clatter. Hey, she says, a little too brightly. Maya looks up from her tray and gives a small, weak smile in return. She has barely touched her food.
Narrator, VO. She has been pushing a piece of broccoli around her plate for the last 5 minutes. The effort of lifting her fork, of chewing, of swallowing, feels Herculean. The noise of the room, it all feels very far away. Narrator, VO. Eve arrives at the table a moment later. She has a small salad and a bottle of water. She saw Ava bypass the lunch line. Then she saw Chloe, with the exact same meal. So, a salad it is.
Eve. Hey guys, narrator. VO. Hey guys, she says, sliding into the seat next to Maya. She tries to join the conversation, dropping in the word basic to describe a TV show someone mentions. It lands with a thud.
Lola. I saw you in chem. That experiment looks so complicated. I'm so nervous about that class. What if I mess up the practical exam? My grade will be ruined. Narrator, VO. Lola, desperate to keep the conversation going, turns to Eve. She speaks quickly, her words tumbling over one another in a rush of anxious energy.
Narrator, VO. Eve barely hears Lola's worries. She is too busy watching Maya. She notices Maya isn't eating. She connects it to Ava not eating. Not eating equals being admired.
Eve, are you not hungry? Narrator, VO. Are you not hungry? Eve asks Maya. The question is innocent enough, but for Maya it feels like an interrogation.
Maya, I'm just tired. Narrator, VO. Maya flinches at Eve's question. I'm just tired, she mumbles. It's a half-truth. The simple question feels like huge pressure.
Eve. Oh, me too. I'm so not hungry today. Narrator, VO. Eve senses the shift. She quickly tries to backtrack. Oh, me too, she says. It's a lie. She is starving. Eve is mimicking Maya. She doesn't realize she's making Maya's struggle a prop.
The school day ends, but the battles do not. They carry their struggles home. Like heavy backpacks they are not allowed to set down. For Maya, coming home is like entering a cave. She drops her bag by the door and heads straight to her room. She doesn't say hello to her mom. The effort of forming the word feels too great. She closes her bedroom door, and the click of the latch is a sound of immense relief. The darkness she held at bay all day comes rushing back in. She lies down on her bed, fully clothed, and stares at the ceiling. A relentless loop of self-criticism plays on repeat. You are lazy. You are a bad friend. You are a failure. Her phone buzzes on the nightstand. It's a message from Lola. Maya reads the words, but they don't really register. She types back, "You too," and the simple act of sending the text drains her. She turns the phone over, screen down.
Maya, dinner's ready. Not hungry. Downstairs, her mom calls up. Her voice is cheerful, but it sounds like a shout from a distant shore. Not hungry, Maya calls back. The thought of sitting at the table is unbearable.
So she stays put, letting the evening light fade to black. For now, she chooses the emptiness. It is heavy, but it is also simple. Eve's evening begins not with homework, but with research. She is not studying for school. She is studying people. She scrolls, eyes darting, absorbing detail. She lands on a fitness influencer. Eve is captivated. This feels like a new kind of power. Then she pulls up Chloe's profile again. Same 3 filters, the same selfie angle. Eve opens her camera and tries to copy it. She snaps photo after photo, deleting each one. Her face looks wrong. She looks in the mirror. She sees a project that needs fixing. The cafeteria idea returns. Maybe it wasn't the clothes. Maybe it was the salad. Maybe it was the hunger. Noah's room is the physical embodiment of her mind. She sits at her desk, determined to finally write her history essay. She types a sentence. She deletes it. She types another. The cycle is endless. She gets up to find a better pen. She finds a guitar pick and remembers she wanted to learn a new song. She strums a few chords, and then remembers her history essay. The task feels monumental, impossibly boring. A brilliant idea strikes her. She could paint a scene from the historical period she is writing about. She tells herself this is part of the process. She gets completely lost in the activity. She finishes a small, vibrant painting of a ship. She feels a rush of pride. And then a wave of guilt washes over her. The essay. She looks at the clock. It's almost 10 p.m. She has wasted the whole evening. In a moment of pure impulse, she decides she can't stay in. She grabs her phone and sends a text to a friend. The need for stimulation, for escape, is overwhelming. It's a choice she knows she will regret tomorrow. It is a Monday, a week after Lola's panic attack, and Eve's quiet decision. It happens in the girls' locker room after gym class. It is a place of vulnerability. It is the perfect stage for a crisis. Ava is the first to arrive. She always is. She needs the time to change by herself. She quickly slips out of her gym clothes and into her loose-fitting jeans and sweater. But today, she is slower than usual. A wave of dizziness washes over her as she stands up. She leans against the cold metal of a locker, closing her eyes. Just then, Eve walks in. She sees Ava leaning against the lockers. A week ago, Eve might have felt a flicker of concern. But today, she feels a spark of competitive pride. She sees Ava's weakness as a sign of her own success. Lola and Noah come in a moment later. Maya trails in behind them. The room is now full of the usual post-gym chatter and noise, but all the sound seems to fade into the background. Ava pushes herself off the locker. She grabs her bag. She turns to go. She stumbles. Her foot catches on the strap of a gym bag on the floor. Her legs give way completely. She has no strength to catch herself. She falls. Her body slams onto the hard tile with a sickening thud. Silence drops over the room. Every girl freezes, staring at Ava's still form. Chaos erupts. A few girls gasp. Someone screams. Noah, for once, is completely focused. A single clear thought cuts through. Help her. She's the first to move, rushing to Ava's side.
Ava? Ava, can you hear me? Ava? Ava, can you hear me? Noah says as she kneels beside her. Ava's eyes flutter open. The fall has knocked the wind out of her. Shame begins to bloom in her chest. This is her worst nightmare realized.
Whispering, "I'm fine, I just tripped." She tries to sit up. "I'm fine," she whispers, "I just tripped." Maya watches from her corner, frozen, not by shock but recognition. She sees emptiness in Ava's eyes that mirrors her own.
Eve remains standing by her locker. The competitive pride she felt only moments before has vanished, replaced by a cold, sickening horror. This was not supposed to happen.
Someone should get the nurse. It's because she doesn't eat. Someone should get the nurse, Lola says. But before anyone can move, Eve speaks. It's because she doesn't eat, she says.
The secret is now hanging in the open air. Ava freezes. She turns her head and looks at Eve, and her eyes are now filled with a furious, desperate energy.
Shut up. You don't know anything about me. Shut up, Ava snarls. You don't know anything about me. It is a desperate attempt to push the truth away, but it is too late.
Eve now looks as pale as Ava. She hadn't meant to say it. She sees the hatred in Ava's eyes, and she feels a dawning, sickening realization of what she has done. She has not just exposed Ava's secret, she has weaponized it.
Ava, you want to be like me? You think this is something to want? You think this is power? You think this is beautiful? Narrator, VO. She struggles to her feet. Fueled by adrenaline, she takes a wobbly step toward Eve. You want to be like me? You think this is something to want? You think this is power? You think this is beautiful? Ava. It's a prison. It's a full-time job. The only payment, constant gnawing hunger, and the voice in your head that tells you you're worthless. Every word is a confession torn from a place of deep, hidden pain. Narrator, VO. She gestures wildly at her own body. It's a prison. It's a full-time job. Every word is a confession.
Narrator, VO. Eve flinches back as if struck. Ava's words are a mirror. The calorie counting app, the skipped meals. The game she thought she was playing is revealed to be a trap.
Eve, stammering. I didn't. Narrator, VO. A wave of nausea washes over her. Tears begin to stream down her face. I didn't. Eve stammers. She looks at Ava. For the first time, she doesn't see a person to be copied. She sees a person in immense pain.
Lola, I do that. Not the food thing, but the voice. The one that tells you you're going to fail. Narrator, VO. Lola finally speaks. I do that, she says. Not the food thing, but the voice. She looks at Ava, her expression a mixture of fear and dawning recognition. Lola. Before the math test, I couldn't breathe. I thought my life was over because of one test. It sounds so stupid now, but it felt so real. Narrator, VO. Before the math test, I couldn't breathe. It is a confession she never intended to make.
Maya mind just tells me not to bother. It says, what's the point? It won't make a difference. Just stay in bed. It's easier. Narrator, VO. Hearing Lola's words, something shifts in Maya. She lifts her gaze from the floor. Mine just tells me not to bother, Maya says. Maya and I see you all, and you're all just doing it. You're living, and I don't know how. Narrator, VO. And I see you all, she gestures, to the others, and you're all just doing it. You're living, and I don't know how.
Noah, my brain doesn't have one voice. It has a million, all shouting at the same time. Do the essay. No, learn this song. Look, a bird. It's just noise, all the time. Narrator, VO. Now it is Noah who speaks. My brain doesn't have one voice, she says. It has a million, all shouting at the same time. Noah, I'm not lazy. I'm not stupid. I can't catch a single thought before another one runs it over. Narrator, VO. She looks down at her hands. I'm not lazy. I'm not stupid. I can't catch a single thought before another one runs it over. In the space of 2 minutes, 4 girls have laid their secret battles bare.
Narrator, VO. The locker room has become a space of fragile, unplanned confession. The realization is not a cure, but it is a crack of light in 4 very dark rooms.
Eve, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to be liked. Narrator, VO. Eve finally looks up. I'm sorry, she whispers. I just wanted to be liked.
Narrator, VO. At that moment, the door to the locker room opens. Mr. Harrison stands in the doorway. He takes in the scene. He sees the aftermath of the storm.
Mr. Harrison, Ava, the nurse is waiting. Do you want someone to walk with you? Ava. Okay. Narrator, VO. He is not demanding answers. He is offering support. Ava looks at him. Then her eyes move to the other 4 girls. She gives a small, almost imperceptible nod. Okay, she says.
Maya, I'll go with you. Narrator, VO. As she takes a step toward the door, Maya takes a step forward. I'll go with you, Maya says. It is the first active choice she has made all day. A step out of the darkness and into the light.
The seasons begin to turn. The days that follow are not magically perfect. The struggles are still present. However, the crushing weight of isolation has lifted. Their ordinary days now have a different texture. The fight is not over, but they are no longer fighting it entirely alone. We see the 5 girls walking down the school hallway. As individuals who now share a deeper understanding, Eve compliments Noah on a unique self-made patch. Lola and Maya walk together. Ava passes by and makes eye contact with them, offering a small, real smile. Their lives are no longer just 5 separate threads. They have begun to weave themselves into something stronger. They have learned that their individual struggles are part of a larger, unseen tapestry. They now understand that empathy is about recognizing the shared humanity in their pain. The responsibility is not to fix each other, but simply to see each other. The final image is not one of a perfect, happy ending, but of a hopeful, resilient beginning. The journey toward mental wellness is not a straight line, but they are walking it together. Because sometimes the simple act of knowing you are not alone is the one thing that gives you the strength to keep fighting. The light begins to fade, but it does not go out. It remains, a warm and steady glow of shared humanity and enduring hope.